Now from the north shore of the Allegheny River, we're inside beautiful PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Michael Wacha will be on the mound for the Buccos. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Here comes perhaps the fastest man in baseball as Billy Hamilton strides forward to get this ball game underway.
Billy Hamilton.
Here comes the first pitch. And we are underway from the Steel City as the game's first pitch misses for ball one. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they've been mired in a team-wide slump of late, as with the loss last time out, they've now dropped 8 of their last 9 decisions.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
Toward the alley in left center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit, and he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with a runner in scoring position one batter into the game.
And here's Jose Peraza as he'll take a look at ball one. His career line against Wacha, he's 1 for 4. Hamilton stands at second with no outs. And here's a ball out towards straightaway center field. Marte's after it. He makes the play. Runner tags and heads for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. And a moment now to glance at the Reds lineup card in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I'm a bit concerned about Billy Hamilton right now. Look, he's coming off a month where he hit under 200. That's under the Mendoza line, which is like almost unheard of. I guess some guys do it, but man, this guy's really struggling. He's lucky he's still in the lineup.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Joey Votto. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A dangerous changeup to miss high with that stayed out of the zone. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem, I think at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
Swinging a soft liner, and this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out.
Batting fourth, third baseman number 7.
In now for the Reds, Eugenio Suarez. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch on its way. Line towards center field. Marte is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Reds leave 1. Now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. Austin Bryce is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, He's not afraid to throw strikes. And 2, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Josh Harrison stands in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again. Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Here's Starling Marte. And he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. There to take it is Votto, and there's one gone. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. D-Row, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He's going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
Josh Bell the next to hit. He's definitely a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the National League in that category. He's set, and the pitch. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Throw over to first, and now they've got him in a rundown, and he will hasten his way back to first, where he's in there safely. Set to deliver the 0-1. Right side. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Here's David Freese to stand in as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Freese is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he sends it the other way toward right center. Hamilton on the move. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. The relay, and he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away. Here's Gregory Polanco. He was 1 for 4 with a triple in the ball game last night. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back in. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A little bouncer. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Soft liner out toward left center. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, D-Row. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance, give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit, even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
Here's Jordy Mercer now, as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike 1.
Hey, he finds himself in a tough situation early, and he's going to have to execute a pitch to get out of it. But if he does, it'll build confidence, and he starts rolling as the later innings start happening.
Here's the 0-1. 1-1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up, you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
This one's down to third. Scooped up, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the top half of inning number 2. It's the Pirates 1 and the Reds nothing. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett, and for him you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just a bit high. His career line against Waka. He's got 8 hits in 28 tries. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Polanco has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And let's take a look at the guy behind the dish, and that's Francisco Cervelli, one of the best ball framers in all our sport. A guy who's going to make his pitcher work for everything today.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. A solo home run for Scott Schebler. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And with it, the Reds have tied the ball game at 1.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason. So we waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
In now, Adam Duvall.
The left fielder, number
As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top. But he was able to lay off it.
The 1-1 home. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
Watch your lips in the first couple rows there. He got the head out on that changeup. Good thing they enforced the new netting rules this year.
And he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Up around the face. Base hit, line drive into the corner. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Now at the plate, Tucker Barnhart. His career line against Waka. He's 5 for 14. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. The 1-0 home. His fastball that misses.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Duvall, the runner at second with 1 away. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Polanco on the run. And that's the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Austin Bryce. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. As a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. 2 out here and a runner at second. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in the run.
Harrison has it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. But the Reds are able to square things up on this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. All even now at 1-1. Up next for the Buccos, Carlton McKenzie. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. First offering on its way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Hamilton is after it. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
Now batting, Francisco Cervelli. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. He's set. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Schebler moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Joey Votto. I don't think this guy gets enough credit for his defense because he's so dynamic on the offensive side, but one of the most prepared players in our sport, and half of that is definitely attributed to the defensive side of the ball.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Michael Wacha. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in is Hamilton. He can't get there as it falls in. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Number 5, second baseman, Josh Harrison.
Digging in to try it again, Josh Harrison. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. From the stretch. High in the air out to center field. Hamilton is under it. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And that'll bring home the runner from third to make this a 2-1 ball game.
That was a good, controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Starling Marte. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch coming. Here it is. On the ground to third. He's got it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. We'll go now to the top of the third. Pirates lead it 2-1. The Steel City skyline on a nice day for baseball in Western Pennsylvania. Happy to have you back on the show. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Billy Hamilton. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Two-0 count. The pitch. 3-0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And he gets this fastball over. Back to 3-1 now. 4 pitches, all takes.
He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Count still full. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Riding in once again, Jose Peraza. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Left side. Freeze has it. There's one. On to first, and they get the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
In is Joey Votto now. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Votto behind, but still dangerous even on 0-2. Votto is a highly regarded defender, especially as corner infielders go. Some guys at first or third are there because they can hit, but he takes a lot of pride in his defense, and as a result, it's definitely not uncommon for him to make an impact on the game with his glove. Marte is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Reds go down quietly. They're down 2-1. Digging in, the switch hitter, Josh Bell. He singled his last time up.
First baseman, Josh Bell.
First delivery to him on the way. And that one just missed outside. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. One and one, here it comes. Count is 1-2 now. Here's another 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Third baseman, number 23.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, David Freese. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Boy, that would look like a cinch extra base hit off the bat, but a terrific diving catch in left center field.
Into the box now, Gregory Polanco. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A base hit in his first trip. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Onto the bag with it himself is Votto, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They still lead it 2-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eugenio Suarez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Count remains at 0-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. And he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Lifted the other way out to left center. McKenzie giving chase. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Right fielder.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. This year against right-handed pitching, Schebler is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball player.
Behind 0-2 now. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. Now another 0-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds. Our score remains 2-1. Here's Jordy Mercer now.
Leading off for the Pirates, the shortstop, Jordy Mercer.
First offering on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The 1-0 is chased out of the zone for strike 1. Here's a high pop-up. Barnhart moving to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Good time now to check out the Reds' Road to the Show report as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. Ready for another chance? Carlton McKenzie. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's set, and the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. To his left, Suarez. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco
Here's
Cervelli.
the catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Standing in now, Michael Wacha. And a wild pitch here as this one's to the backstop. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And things have really unraveled on him in a hurry. He gives up a 2-out single, then he throws a wild pitch to put him into scoring position. He basically just threw a double, and he didn't even earn it.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Schebler over to his right, and the inning is over. Pirates leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Digging in, Adam Duvall, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up.
Adam Duvall.
First pitch on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Takes a high fastball for a strike. The 1-1. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Stepping in now, Tucker Barnhart. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. 0-1. Here it comes. Fouled away. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
5th inning. 2-1 our score. Line drive to center field. And he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are 2 away now.
The pitcher number 40, Austin Bryce.
So here now's the pitcher, Austin Bryce. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Polanco. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Reds are down and ordered. They still trail it here 2-1. Josh Harrison stands in. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
Second baseman, Josh Harrison.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Just got a piece up the line. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Got him. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
So here's the signal from the dugout, and it appears they will decide not to challenge the call on the field, so the runner is out at first. Here's Starling Marte as he lines it out to center, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, first baseman, Bell.
Digging in once again, Josh Bell. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Sometimes you just got to laugh at yourself. Hitting's the hardest thing to do in all of sport. You take an ugly swing like that, take a deep breath, step out, smile about it, and get back in that box and try and do damage.
0-1, here's the pitch. A wave and a miss.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch grounded up the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates. They lead it 2-1. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Billy Hamilton. They'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
And here's Jose Peraza as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Ready with another 0-2. And that one just missed outside. Tapper up the line. That winds up foul. Curveball, or maybe even the circle change there. 2-2 regardless.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And it's a foul ball. Another 2-2 offering. Chopped weakly up the first base line. But that one rolls foul. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Ready for another chance? Joey Votto. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First pitch of the at-bat. The cutter runs outside, ball 1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. Mercer is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They're down 2-1. Here's David Freese to stand in.
Third baseman, David Freese.
He's set. Here it comes. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. High in the air out to center field. Hamilton is under it. He's got it one away.
The right fielder, number 25, Gregory Polanco.
Here's Gregory Polanco. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Now here's the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Schebler is there. 2 down.
Up next for the Pirates, the shortstop, Jordy.
Digging in, Jordy Mercer. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. From the stretch. And it's fouled away. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Dribbled to the right side. Foul ball, strike 2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
Definitely not what you're trying to do here. 0-2 with a curveball. You see a lot of guys elevate a fastball like that in this situation, but a curve like that is just asking to get punished.
Little dribbler down the line, but it gets fouled.
That was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble at a little bit and give him another chance, and hopefully this pitcher misses over the heart of the plate.
And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They still lead it 2-1. Back here in Pittsburgh, it's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one. But before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Ready for another shot now, Eugenio Suarez. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
First pitch on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. There's a strike. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. McKenzie arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
Into the box, Scooter Gennett. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game, watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
In now, Scott Schebler, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Digging in to try it again, Adam Duvall. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Jeanette leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1 left for Cincinnati. Our score remains 2-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jared Hughes is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Guillermo Vasquez will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlton McKenzie. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. First pitch on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Ready once again, Francisco Cervelli. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? To second for 1. On to first, a double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Adam Frazier will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 26, Adam Frazier.
Grounded to the right. Jeanette showing off his range. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Pirates 2 and the Reds 1. Josh Smoker has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 53, Josh Smoker.
Tucker Barnhart will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
this thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
0-1, here it comes. And a fastball just a bit high. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Smoker playing here in his age 29 season. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
So with his day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter. Great day's work any way you look at it. In now for the Reds, Guillermo Vasquez. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And a good first pitch as he gets him to bounce one on the ground out towards second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, Billy Hamilton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Here it comes, 1-0. 1-1 the count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Grounded to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. They still trail it here 2-1. Josh Harrison stands in. His career line against Jared Hughes. He's gone 3 for 6.
Josh Harrison.
Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Duvall has it in his tracks. 1 out. Here's Starling Marte, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A bouncer up the middle. To his left, Peraza, and that's the second out.
The batter, first baseman.
Josh Bell the next to hit. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here's the pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. High in the air down the right field line. Vasquez moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. And here's Jose Peraza, and Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
He's set, and the pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
In is Joey Votto now. Swinging a ground ball to third. On the first, and Votto's gone for out number 2.
And that was a no doubles defense in action right there, and it paid off big time. That ball was scorched, but the third baseman was guarding the line more than usual to prevent an extra base hit, and it ended up being pretty much right at him. That's good stuff.
Felipe Rivero takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
73, Felipe Rivero.
Standing in now, Eugenio Suarez. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
A ball and 2 strikes now. A crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, you don't see a closer finish better than that very often. Only needed 4 pitches to slam the door in the face and sold this game away for his guys.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1 the final score this afternoon. Pittsburgh took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Michael Wacha takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Austin Bryce pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line for this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Reds, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 34 minutes. Our paid attendance at PNC Park this afternoon, 38,365. The Pirates thank you for attending today's game and remind you to please drive home safely.